So I'm on the exercise bike. Yay, exercising. Um, it's kind of a beautiful day. It's kind of like that windy, rainy, stormy day, and we know it's all gonna change and it's gonna get sunny again. But just wanted to pop on. I'd love to talk about stuff. I'd love to talk about just celebrating the fact that I did discontinue one of my storage units. Because I emptied it. I emptied a storage unit. I'm so excited about that. I'd love to talk about that. I'd also love to talk about the fact that fees are insane. If you ever try to buy a ticket to an event, I understand taxes. But last night, it took me, oh my gosh, it took me, I'm going to say an hour to get some baseball tickets because I'm going to go to a baseball game. Yay, baseball! It's going to be so much fun. But it's like still 8 weeks away, maybe 7. So I'm just trying to get through it and trying to do stuff, but it's just really, 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 it's just taking time. And the thing is that somebody said today they thought it was Thanksgiving. And I was cracking up. I'm like, oh my gosh, wouldn't it be great to be Thanksgiving? We could have skipped this year. We could have skipped voting. But this is the one thing I'm going to say about voting. Please check your registration. Please vote the entire ticket. Part of the concern is that you're going to not realize it, but the Secretary of State matters, the governor matters, the judges matter, because those are the people that are going to decide when you're voting the entire ticket. They're going to decide if your vote counts. And it's the most strangest thing. If you look in your voting registers and who certifies it, it's someone that you probably didn't even know you elected or got elected or didn't know was elected to certify your vote. And it's those people that are in your state, in your area, that are going to say your vote counts. And we really have to do that. The other thing I would like to talk about, I know this is going to cause problems, but I think I'm going to discontinue some subscriptions to things like HBO. John Oliver had one job yesterday, and that was for me to keep my HBO subscription. And this is where the rubber meets the road kind of thing. I don't mind complaining about bullshit. I mean, it is bullshit that the Supreme Court justice is taking financial benefits, is getting financial benefit from people that don't have the best interest in America, that don't care about America, that don't care about this republic, that do not care about making success, that the utopian idea. They just care about their views and their money and so forth. And his solution to that doesn't work. I know if somebody really hated me and said, quit my job, get $1 million a year, and then get a coach, I don't think that's how this works. That's not going to stop the corruption or the influence or the manipulation that goes on in our pillars of society. And I'm going to say the pillars are, or pillars of our government, which is the White House, the presidency, Congress, and the Supreme Court. The reason we have these three things is for a checks and balance. And we just can't wish it away. And I mean, $1 million would help fill the courts. Like, he could donate to the campaigns so the the ninth district courts can have judges, that we can get more people to become judges, that we can get more nurses. I'm saddened by the blasé portion of the solution, because the solution is the people who vote, and making sure that there's good candidates out there, and that we do this. And yes, that does take a long time. I mean, when I think about going and voting or getting people to vote, I know in California, we may have the lowest registered voters voting in the entire nation, because we're safe, quote unquote. But the problem is that small population of registered voters that will be voting, they'll be voting the whole ticket. And there's some really serious contest going on. There are people that are going to become Secretary of State. There's people that are going to be senators. And I don't know if everyone understands that not everyone's in their best interest. And so by not voting your entire ticket, you run the risk, and obviously I got some smudge here. What the heck? Oh, God. Menopause, people. Menopause. Or perimenopause, or whatever it is. I'm just having it. But the fact that this is happening, and it's so disappointing, and it's so hard, and I can't explain it better. I mean, we think we're voting for the dog catcher. Well, what if that dog catcher starts using violent techniques to catch dogs? What if instead of catching dogs, the dog catcher decides to shoot the stray animals? This is a very drummed down idea, but we have to look at the entire fabric of our society. Do we have enough firefighters? Do we have enough nurses? Do we have enough teachers? Do we have enough janitors to clean up? Do we have enough resources for our community to withstand a storm? Right now, Red Cross is kind of overburdened. I remember seeing a billboard. 10% of the population donates blood for 100% of the population. So if you can donate blood, I cannot. It's really unfortunate that we're faced with that. But that being said, I made a goal this year. I made a goal to empty one of my storage spaces, and I did. It was more financially motivated, and we'll see how the next couple of years go. I'm hoping to find a place. The idea of finding land and putting housing on it sounds really good. It's not. The idea of finding, oh my God. Sorry, I'm watching some weather outside my window, and it doesn't look good. So Yeah. Anyway, so I've got a few more minutes. I've got like I'm gonna try to do 30 minutes, I think. But I'm biking. I've got some weight lifts, some weights to do, and it was just really hard to get tickets, and I'm not impressed with stuff that's going on. And be safe, be good.